shot in 4K ultra high definition. Your number one source for local news. WRAL News. Coverage you can count on.
Well, it's a quiet start to our Thursday morning. More very warm temperatures this afternoon and staying warm through the start of the weekend. I'll let you know when a better chance for showers and a few storms arrives.
And war update. President Donald Trump laying out what comes next in the war on Iran, what he's saying about the timeline and how it could impact gas prices. Plus, holiday travelers are feeling it at the pump right now as Easter and spring break ramping up. How much more you're paying right now and what it means before you hit the road. Yes, it's going to be a busy weekend and we're getting you ready here just before Good Friday. We thank you for joining us on WRAL. I'm Laura Levine. So let's get right over to meteorologist Grant Skinner right now. And Grant, another warm day ahead.
Yeah, very, very warm day. Highs back in the mid 80s this afternoon. So get ready for it. It'll feel like summertime again today. Here's a view from Lake Gaston this morning. A few clouds out there. Otherwise, it's very quiet. We've had mostly clear skies to start the day. Other spots partly cloudy, but it's just going to stay very pleasant throughout the day. 65 in Raleigh, 63 in Fayetteville, 65 in South Hill, 64 in Roxborough. So a very mild start. And again, more warmth through this afternoon. 73 by 11 a.m. Then by 4 or 5 o'clock, we're in the mid 80s. So very warm later today. If you're heading to the Canes game later today, low 80s by 6 o'clock. The game starts at 7 o'clock. That'll air on WRAL. Then around 70 degrees by the time you're heading home later today with mostly clear skies. Mild again tonight. More warmth on tap and a better chance for showers and storms by Easter Sunday. We'll talk more about the timing of that rain coming up in just a bit.
Grant, thank you. This morning, we are trying to learn more about a shooting investigation in Wake Forest. The WRAL breaking news tracker was on the scene last night at New Hope Village. That's off of North Allen Road. Police say shots were heard there after 7 last night. When officers arrived, 2 people ran away. Police and K-9 units searched the area. A gun was found, but there are no arrests so far. This morning, firefighters are trying to figure out what sent a home up in flames in Harnett County. A neighbor shared this video here of the fire last night on Botanical Court in Lillington. They say the family had just moved in. WRAL breaking news tracker video here shows the roof completely burned. Firefighters say 7 people were inside. Everyone was taken to the hospital with injuries. And neighbors say some pets may still be unaccounted for. The home, as you can imagine, is a total loss, and we have reached out to find out the conditions of those victims and if there were any pets that didn't make it out. Right now, we are following the latest out of the war in Iran. Today, U.S. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright will speak in North Carolina. Secretary Wright has been fielding questions about gas prices in recent weeks. He will tour a Rocky Mount trade school, then give a speech at Hitachi Energy's facility in Cary. Last night, President Trump spoke about the state of the war with Iran. The president also said U.S. forces will keep hitting Iran very hard in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He said when the war is over, the Strait of Hormuz will reopen and lower gas prices will follow.
When this conflict is over, the strait will open up naturally. It'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have to try and rebuild. It will resume the flowing and the gas prices will rapidly come back down.
The president also called the rising gas prices short term. A spokesman for Iran's president dismissed the speech as, quote, insane. So, of course, we are keeping our eye on the war's impact on prices here at home. In Raleigh, you'll pay an average of $3.93 a gallon. In Durham, you'll pay $3.96. And in Fayetteville, you will pay $3.90 a gallon. So holiday travelers are right now feeling it at the pump as Easter weekend really ramps up here. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey is live in Cary with more on the gas prices in our area. And Kelsey, a lot of people will be hitting the roads this weekend.
Yes, Laura, and they will definitely be seeing a difference at the pump. The average price of gas in our state is up $1.15 just compared to a month ago. And prices here at this gas station on Kildare Farm Road, $4.09 a gallon. That's actually above the national average right now. The soaring cost of crude oil is causing the prices you pay at the pump to go up. On Monday, U.S. crude oil went above $100 per barrel for the first time since 2022 after Russia invaded Ukraine. Brent crude oil is set to see its highest one-month increase on record. This comes as the war in Iran continues to escalate. We spoke with drivers about how the higher prices are hitting their pockets.
in my Jeep. I used to fill up for like $42 to fill up. The other day, 2 days ago, $65. $65, that's like a $20 increase.
So a lot of folks just feeling that here at the pump. So to find the lowest gas prices anywhere, download our WRAL News app and search fuel. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Cary.
Kelsey, thank you. This morning, we are getting a live look at Artemis 2 as it soars through space after a successful launch. 4 astronauts, Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Jeremy Hansen, and NC State grad Christina Cook, launched from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida at 6:35 last night. The crew will spend their first 24 hours in space orbiting the Earth. Then they will head toward the moon. Yesterday's launch was visible from the ground and the sky. You're looking at video now of the Artemis 2 launch from a flight from Costa Rica to Atlanta. NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman said in a briefing last night, all 4 astronauts are in good spirits so far, and the space agency is officially back in business of sending astronauts to the moon.
We know the challenges ahead. We have a lot of checkouts to get through before TLI. And when, if all goes well, everything is go, Artemis 2 will be moonbound.
About 10 seconds remaining.
The Artemis 2 mission is expected to take about 10 days. They'll spend 3 days journeying the moon. Then on Monday, they're scheduled to fly around the moon. When they do, they'll venture farther from Earth than any humans have before, surpassing the distance set by the Apollo 13 astronauts in 1970. Christina Cook is about to become the first woman to go around the moon and fly this far, a very full circle moment as North Carolina is first in flight. We talked with her college advisor who says she is definitely someone we can brag about. Dr. Stephen Reynolds first met Cook in the late 90s when another instructor at NC State told him about an incredibly enthusiastic young woman in his class. He later became her advisor, and he said while he knew that she would go far, he didn't expect this far.
She said she was committed to a career in space. And I thought, yeah, well, that's nice. I mean, every parent's child wants to be an astronaut. So, you know, you pat them on the head and say, yeah, you go, girl. Well, she went. So it's been a trip ever since following her career.
You go, girl. He last spoke to her while she was in orbit on the International Space Station several years ago. Her sister asked him to share a few words in a video message she sent for Cook's 100th day in orbit. 2 police officers and a 17-year-old face charges now after a crash in Raleigh. This happened just before 8:30 Tuesday night at Hawkins and Kennedy Streets. Everyone involved in this crash went to the hospital. They're expected to be okay. According to Raleigh police, the teenage driver fled from officers, and during the chase, the officers drove through a stop sign and hit the suspect's car. The impact from that crash was so hard it left the concrete shattered, power lines down, and car parts everywhere. Neighbors tell WRAL they've already contacted the city to get this cleaned up.
It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a community. Like, help us. Like, it's got to stop. Like, who's going to fix this? Like, somebody got to answer this.
In a statement, Raleigh Police Chief Rico Boyce says, we recognize that incidents like this can raise concerns in the community. Let me be clear. We hold our officers to high standards, and when those standards are not met, we will address it. The 17-year-old driver faces charges connected to this case. The 2 officers are charged with not wearing their seatbelts. The new NC State's men's basketball coach has officially signed his 5-year contract with the Pack. Justin Gainey will be paid an average of $2.5 million each year. Previous head coach Will Wade was paid an average of $2.9 million a year. Gainey could earn up to $1,250,000 in academic and athletic bonuses. These bonuses depend on winning a national championship and an ACC title. Well, tonight you can watch the first of 2 Carolina Hurricanes games on WRAL. It's part of Hockey for the Holidays. WRAL's Allie Catlabar joins us live from the Lenovo Center. And Allie, the Canes' regular season is winding down.
Yeah, Laura, that means that all eyes are on the Hurricanes this weekend to secure victories, and you can watch as a fan in the stands or on WRAL. Tonight, the Carolina Hurricanes are playing the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, the puck drops at 7 p.m. at Lenovo Center. The Hurricanes just played the Blue Jackets in Columbus, winning that one 5-2. At 47-21-6, the Canes are actually in first place in the Metro Division, and they are tied for the most points in the Eastern Conference. Tonight's matchup is one of 8 games left in the regular season before Carolina hopes to start a Stanley Cup run. Game 2 of Hockey for the Holidays is Saturday. It starts at 7 p.m. They're playing the New York Islanders. You can watch both games on WRAL for free. Reporting live at Lenovo Center, Allie Cadlebar, WRAL News.
Your time now, 4:40. A slow rebuild. State leaders say progress is happening after Hurricane Helene, but not everyone agrees. What lawmakers are hearing today that could change the conversation. Plus, a naked dispute. How a backyard arrest is sparking a legal fight over privacy and rights.
And a very mild start to our Thursday morning. It's 65 in Raleigh, 63 in Fayetteville, 64 Roxborough, 64 in South Hill. So don't need the jacket stepping out the door. It'll be a very warm afternoon as well. I'll let you know when temperatures finally cool down and when to expect your next best chance for showers and storms. That's coming up.
From the WRAL Severe Weather Center, North Carolina's most experienced team of meteorologists.
4:44 now on this Thursday morning. It's 65 in Raleigh, 63 in Roxborough. We had a few clouds this morning, but now we have clear skies. It's really a pleasant start to our Thursday. This is the view from Lewisburg this morning. Not seeing any cloud cover from this camera shot here, but we've seen a couple of clouds here and there. This is our next weather maker. It's a very broad system. You can see snow, mixed precip all the way up towards Minnesota. Wisconsin, there's a stalled boundary stretching from New York all the way back towards this area of low pressure that's over the portions of the Great Plains. Then a cold front with a dry line all the way through Oklahoma and parts of Texas. It's bringing widespread showers and storms there. This will eventually swing our direction into the weekend. We'll talk more about that timing for showers and storms into Easter Sunday and how cool we'll be next week coming up in just a few minutes.
Grant, thank you. 18 months after Hurricane Helene devastated western North Carolina, the state has rebuilt 28 homes. That's only a small fraction of the thousands of homes that need attention. But state officials say that the update is actually good news. This morning, 2 of Governor Josh Stein's top Helene advisors will testify at the state legislature. They plan to tell lawmakers that no other state, after any recent storm, has started rebuilding homes so quickly. WRAL state government reporter Will Doran says lawmakers want to ensure they're keeping a close eye on the progress of the Helene rebuilding efforts.
Here in North Carolina, we have a lot of history with hurricanes Matthew and Florence taking years, close to a decade, to rebuild lots of those homes. So lawmakers are taking a close look at this, make sure that this Helene rebuilding effort is not going to go as slowly as those previous ones.
We've got more details about the progress at the NC Capitol section of WRAL.com. Today's meeting starts at 10 a.m. So we looked at the state of Helene recovery in a recent WRAL documentary, Helene, What We Lost, What We Found. You can watch the WRAL YouTube page on or wherever you stream WRAL. That's where our documentary is right now. A civil case now related to the 2022 Raleigh mass shooting will go to trial in July. Court documents show the people involved couldn't reach a settlement. The families of the victims are suing Austin Thompson, his parents, the Hedingham Homeowners Association, and its security company. They claim they did not do enough to stop the rampage. Thompson was sentenced to life in prison after pleading guilty earlier this year. Durham police need your help looking for the driver in this video. Dash cam video shows 2 cars speeding along Durham Chapel Boulevard in February. We'll play it again here in a moment. One of the cars gets cut off, is forced off the road, and the driver loses control before crashing into a guardrail. Police say that driver was seriously injured and ejected from the car. 2 children inside were not hurt. Police are looking for the driver of the other car. If you recognize the car and know who the driver is, please contact Durham Police. A South Carolina man was arrested for sunbathing in his backyard naked. Yeah, you heard that right. And now he's fighting back, saying that he was within his legal rights. His lawyer says there's a fine line between privacy and public indecency. After an accident, the man says his doctor recommended exercising and getting outdoors. He said he prefers to sunbathe in the nude, and he says no one can see him. But a neighbor did and reported it. The attorney points to an 8-foot-tall fence the man installed to make sure his backyard was truly private. The man's court date is in May. A wildfire in the North Carolina mountains has grown to 420 acres. The State Forest Service says a woman threw away hot ashes from a cigar in Marion, starting the fire over the weekend. Right now, it is 50% contained. It's one of more than 100 wildfires burning around the state. And right now, we still have that burn ban in effect. So let's get right over to meteorologist Chris Michaels. Chris, the warm temperatures really doesn't help this.
Yeah, very warm today. Highs reached the mid-80s this afternoon. We'll have a breeze as well, and with the gusty winds as well, we could see again some fires still accidentally spark up or spread because of the dry conditions. So keep that in mind. Still an increased fire danger across the area today, but the burn ban is in place as well, so burning is prohibited. Here's the view from our WRAL studio tower camera. We have the tower lit in blue because we have clear skies across the region, and we'll keep those clear skies throughout the day today. 65 in Raleigh, 63 in Fayetteville, 63 in Roxborough, 62 in Goldsboro, 64 in Rocky Mount right now, 85 in Raleigh by this afternoon, so a very warm day on tap, 86 in Fayetteville, 85 in Roxborough, 82 in Roanoke Rapids. Might see a few extra clouds in a couple of spots, but I think we'll see plenty of sunshine all the way through the day today. Mentioned that increased fire danger. Special weather statement is in place. I'm not sure where that box is in place, but gusty winds, low humidity, very dry fuels. It'll all contribute to any accidental fires that do spark up to spread very quickly. So again, burning is still prohibited. We have the Canes game this evening. Maybe you're going out to dinner plans this evening. Temperatures at around 80 degrees by 7 o'clock will gradually cool to around 70 by 10, 11 o'clock this evening, and we'll keep mostly clear skies. Now, we'll be in the mid-80s the next few days, but then you see a drop in temperature. Sunday, Monday, drop to the upper 60s to start the day on Monday. That's because of our next cold front. It's our next weather maker. It'll bring a better chance for showers and storms on Easter Sunday. The timing right now looks like the afternoon into the evening. Then we'll have the temperature drop behind that front. And you'll see the drop here. It's a clear drop in temperatures in the 60s next week. Another reinforcing shot of cold air by Wednesday, down to 62 degrees. For now, though, very warm. Mid-80s next few days. Good Friday looking at 84 degrees. Then by Easter Sunday, a slight drop in temperatures of those showers and storms, but certainly cooler by next week. Feeling more like April next week instead of June like we're seeing right now.
Okay, Grant, thank you. We have more news just ahead. Hollywood buzz from big screens to streaming. We'll look at the latest headlines turning heads in entertainment today. Plus, chocolate change. Some popular treats are getting an update behind the scenes. What's different and why it matters to you. Welcome back. You're taking a live look at Pittsburgh this morning. Already seeing some people up and moving today. We thank you for watching WRAL News, available on Hulu and the WRAL app on your TV or streaming device. The city of Raleigh wants your feedback on the Biltmore Hills Park Master Plan. The goal is to help design and shape the vision for the park's expansion. A meeting will be held Tuesday, April 14th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Biltmore Hills Community Center. There's also an online survey for you to take that will open April 6th through April 20th. Entertainment news now from the big and small screens. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
If you hurt her, I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it.
Scream 7 is the top-grossing movie in franchise history, so it's no surprise that Scream 8 is in the works. According to Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter, sisters Nora and Lila Zuckerman, who've worked on a range of popular TV shows, are writing a script for the next installment.
The making of the Mary Tyler Moore Show and Taxi and The Simpsons was and is the time of our lives.
James L. Brooks helped create those shows and many more, and now he's been chosen to receive the Peabody Award's inaugural Industry Icon Award. The writer, director, and producer, whose films include Terms of Endearment, Broadcast News, and As Good as It Gets, will be honored at a ceremony May 31st in Beverly Hills.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Antonio Salieri.
Just because you're stuck rehashing boring old operas doesn't mean I have to be.
Emmy nominees Will Sharp and Paul Bettany star in a new take on Amadeus. This is the first look at the period drama based on Peter Shaffer's award-winning play. The limited series premieres May 8th on Starz. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Some Hershey candy products will soon taste a little different. According to Hershey Company, the chocolate and a small portion of the products will soon be made using its classic milk and dark chocolate recipes. Some of the impacted products include Reese's mini cups and shapes. However, there will be no changes to the Hershey's chocolate bars and Reese's peanut butter cups because they are already made with that chocolate. Other changes announced by the company include changing the recipe for Kit Kats to make the chocolate creamier, and the company plans to remove artificial colors from all products by the end of 2027. Artemis II watch parties. NC State students gathered to cheer on their alumni in space. A look at the celebrations. Plus, Porch Pirates Prevention. 5 on Your Side has the best video doorbells to protect your packages and the brand that didn't rank on top. And game night, you can watch the Carolina Hurricanes on WRAL as the regular season winds down. What's at stake and what to watch for tonight from the Lenovo Center.